a week and a half. Look, it just came out. Look at that.
I love it.
Welcome back to another exciting episode of After Hours. We are here live with the entire Whack Pack, and we got some great topics to talk about today. Right off the bat, the Liver King, or I should say the Liver Fraud. I don't know. What is he being billed as now?
The Liver Bitch is what I call him.
Liver Queen.
I call him the Liver Genius. Actually, I call him.
I don't know, man. Dude, I don't see any reason why people freak out over him. He's got no arms, no real back width. He's got okay delts. He's abs and pecs. Now, that doesn't mean like he's a bad guy or any of that kind of stuff.
He's a good guy. We know
he's a good guy, Greg. We know.
He's a good guy. Well,
he robbed fucking people $100 million selling all that liver bullshit.
Who buys that
that's
shit,
the number
though?
I want some verification on. Where did this fucking clown make $100 million?
First of all, John, he didn't make $100 million. You and I know there's only maybe one or two companies probably in the history of our industry that's made $100 million in a year.
I can list them for you.
John, he comes from a rich family. What I heard, he of money.
Yes. I don't even think he was at 100. I think he was at 90. He told me, right?
Taking those supplements. What? I don't know one person that takes those supplements.
Look, it's main. You guys got to realize this is mainstream people.
I know.
That are
I asked a lot of people.
I can't get people to take a fiber supplement. You think this guy's going to get people to eat fucking bull's balls? Come on.
I mean, look, you got to give the guy credit in one thing. He marketed himself.
Did you see those videos, Joe, where he eats the fucking testicles of the bull?
Eats the bull.
Squeezing the fish was pretty nasty. That squishing the fish eggs.
Ew.
Greg, would you eat the balls?
Not bad though.
Would I eat the balls, dude? I'd eat his balls for the right amount of money. I eat the money. I gotta pay a lot of bills in this house. So
his physique is not that great. He's got like skinny arms.
That's what I just said.
No back, no legs, a little bit of chest. A little bit of abs.
But Armin, I think
he's pecs and abs. That's it. He's
but guys, I think he did it that way because he wants to look somewhat believable. If he's too big, he's not going to look believable.
No, did you read those emails?
He just can't get bigger.
He can't get bigger. Did you read the emails, Armand? I mean, John.
Oh yeah, I did a video on it. $12,000 a month on fucking growth hormone.
He's little too.
He's obviously trying to get bigger.
Whoa.
John, your microphone is terrible. Hold on, John, your microphone is very staticky.
Who, mine?
No, John.
He does have that heavy growth hormone look. Always lean. Just he looks like he takes a lot of growth hormone. Yeah.
Dave, put it on screen so John Romano can see the growth hormone amount.
Yeah, I got to send
it.
They dropped the reps, increased the dosage.
Where did this supposedly leak from?
That is an email.
Trying to train him.
Did you see this video? Hold on.
Oh,
I thought it was Leo for a minute.
He's the fucking Arab Leo now.
Dude, is that him curling? That's why he got no arms, bro. Because that's big. Look at the way he fucking twists them things.
His arms are really tiny. I mean,
wait, you guys are getting way off the course. 12,000. Let's go back.
Wait, John, you got to fix your mic.
You got to fix your microphone, John.
I don't know what do I do to it.
Exit and come back. Exit,
come back. Over it. All right, I'll go and come back.
Unplug it in and plug it out again.
Because I know John's got some good shit to say. We want to actually hear him.
Hey, Armand, I said that he looks like a male stripper. That's what he looks like. Pecs, abs, even his legs aren't jacked. He just, you know what I mean? Like, everybody and their brother considers themselves a bodybuilder. I seen actors that like make movies. Brad Pitt looked like that in the movie Troy.
He's what, 185? I think he's 185.
Not even that.
How is he?
Not even
he's
that.
Like 5'5".
Yeah, but you know what? We're having a bad.
Oh, wait, who are you guys talking about? The Liver King. He's 5'7". He says so. He's probably 5'6".
Dude,
he's about 5'5", I think.
I think he's a good guy because he hangs out with his kids. That's the good thing about him. He hangs out with his kids and he does do the right thing by his family. He looks like he's a very family-oriented guy. But I wouldn't have like testicles though.
Listen, this guy, first of all, his name is Brian Johnson. That's his real name. He is a marketing genius. I've said it before. And anyone in our industry, I'm not talking about mainstream, anyone in our industry who doesn't think that he was taking gear is a bunch of morons. Okay. So I don't think that anyone didn't believe it. And I don't know why people care when people say, oh, I'm natural, and they're not. The guy is marketing to mass media. He can't say I'm on steroids, because if he does, they're not going to buy his products. So he's not a moron. It's like Michael Hearn. Michael Hearn wants to be mainstream. He can't tell people he's on anything, okay? Whether he is or not, it doesn't matter. He's marketing to a different niche. I could say, Greg could say, John Bravo, we could say whatever we want, because we're not selling to mainstream America. They don't give a shit about us. So, matter of fact, the more drugs I talk about, the more products I sell on Species Nutrition, because people want me to talk about that, and that's just the way it is. So he's smart to not talk about it, and he is smart to deny it. Who cares if, first of all, if someone sends me a private email that says, I want to do a consultation with you, and I'm helping them out and answering questions with them, and they're asking me, they're talking and telling me, can we keep this confidential? And I'm like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, of course. Anything someone sends me is confidential unless someone says you can talk about it, right? So I would never take someone's email and start reading it on the air and post it up there and say, oh, this guy's full of shit.
Which, Dave, that's a very important point.
I have actors. No, but I help actors and athletes out there. You imagine if I put their shit out there, what would happen to these people?
Yeah. I mean, I even help people that do the Olympia stage, men's physique guys. They're like, hey, can we keep this between us? I'll pay you extra. And, I want to say I prep myself, whatever. I could care less to be known as your coach.
Sure.
Which guy, think about this too. He reached out to Derek for consulting prior to him being famous. And this other guy who leaked his emails, think about this. This must be a high profile person, because he was picking these guys. So I wonder who this motherfucker was.
But wait, you got to understand something.
Hold on. Assuming that this Brian Johnson, the Liver King, was the person who was actually asking Derek at No Dates, whatever, for more advice, assuming that was really him.
Yeah.
I wonder why he would go to him for advice, knowing that he's got a platform where he likes to expose people. You know what I mean? You think he'd go to someone, and it doesn't have to be me, but there are plenty of bodybuilding gurus, who can answer the questions he had.
Bodybuilding guru. Why would you? I don't know. I'm not trying to put the guys down, but he has a big channel, but he's still a kid. He hasn't experienced, what has he really experienced in life with taking stuff and bodybuilding and knowing people in the industry? I don't know why someone would go to some
like
kid
sending
like
the
that.
email, Armand, to the guy who does Natty or Not. Who's the guy who does that on the show?
He can't be that much of a kid. He's got children. He's got children that are not they're not little. But let me say something though. The reason why he's doing the whole Natty thing is because he instead of taking steroids, eat organ meats, eat liver. I eat liver for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And that's why he's like, I eat testicles. I seen the thing. He's got the kids eating the testicles. These are great balls. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is.
All right. Whoa. Let's
imagine how many people get sick all the time from doing all that.
Though.
We gotta back up. Greg, hold on a second.
We got to make it 100 million. You bet. My kids better eat the balls too, right?
We gotta back up. $12,000 a month in growth hormone.
It had to have been fake, is what I fucking presumed.
Fake? It would have to have been gold fucking plated. Are you kidding me? $12,000 in growth hormone a month? You have any idea how many IUs that is?
John, let's say he's going to.
He might have gotten pharmaceutical, John. He might have gotten.
I don't care if it came from any pharmaceutical from the moon. $12,000. No way.
2 boxes of Serostin prescribed.
Let me explain.
That is the biggest lie I have ever heard in this industry.
Even if he was, let's assume he was using that. People are saying to me, why was his IGF level so low on blood work? And I've told people this before. When you take too much GH, and you think the more you take, the more you're going to grow. What happens is your liver can only release Liver King, no pun, of course. The liver can only release so much IGF-1, and what happens is you exhaust its supply of it. So you're taking more and more GH, but you're not releasing any IGF-1 because there's nothing to release anymore. Your body can't keep up with production. So that's why his levels might have been so low. He might have been taking so much GH that he actually exhausted he should have tested his GH levels. You could test GH in the blood.
I guarantee blood levels were through the roof. We just talked about that the other day, Dave.
Yeah. Yes.
About that IGF and
people waste their money taking all that
growth
GH.
hormone.
Okay,
And Dave, did you notice?
Okay, Dave, so go back.
Wait, John. Before you say, wait, John, go ahead first. I'll say something.
This is a crucial issue.
Yes.
On the bullshit factor of this thing. Honestly, Dave, you know the answer to this.
What?
How much the highest quality, best Lilly, Genotrope, how much GH at that level, the best of the best of the best is $12,000 a month.
I'm going to tell you, the Seriston kits are $1,500 each. If he took 2 a week, 2 whole kits, which would be a lot of GH, that would equal $12,000 right there.
Well, actually, the Seriston kits from the pharmacy cost about $5,000 a kit.
Oh,
now.
they've gone up in price. Yeah. See, I told you the last time I've tried to buy
let's
GH.
say you go to
what
CVS.
idiot would buy that in the first place anyway in our industry?
Well, he has $100 million, John. Why would he go get it?
He was rich prior to that. He had that 500-acre fucking farm and bunch of businesses prior to doing all this. So
he came from Scott-Old. He came from Scott-Old. He had money before this. He's a kid who was toying around with this internet shit. And he found a niche. Remember when we were younger, Dave? They started pushing that orchid gland stuff.
Yes,
don't take steroids. Take glands. Take orchid gland, which is balls for you fucking other momos that don't understand. And take liver. Take all this other shit. And it will actually supply your own hormones and all this other nonsense. And that's why he hit his niche. And he's making his Scott because these younger kids are fucking following that shit. And they're eating liver and all that stuff.
But let me ask you a question, Armin.
It's a marketing ploy. You guys are morons if you're following him.
Dave,
right. It's all right.
He's brilliant.
He's lying. The guy's lying about everything.
Watch his video.
Why would he lie?
But wait, I want to
you're the biggest entertainer of them all.
Why do you I gotta do it, John. Back up. I don't tell people that I'm taking stuff that I'm not. I don't lie about shit.
No, he didn't say he doesn't take.
This is an internet guy. He's trying to. He's got all these followers. He's a guru.
His kids are really eating balls?
To these people. He's a fucking messiah to these fucking kids who are watching this shit. And you know who goes? You know who fucking watches all these videos? None of us guys. We don't watch this shit.
What the fuck are they
eating? They are not eating this.
Those aren't balls.
No way.
What are those?
What, a giant bulldozer? Those aren't balls.
Probably liver and bowl.
But that guy doesn't look that jacked. I'm sorry.
Is that a liver? I think that's a piece of liver.
I want to hear John Bravo. Did this guy come out and say anything after these emails were released, or has he been mum about it? Like
he made a small Instagram video today. He's saying there's a lot of bullshit that's going out. Don't listen to it. And then he goes off onto his poetry type fucking wording about some other bullshit. So he hasn't really said anything.
So he's pulling a politician thing. You ask him a question. I want Joe Biden. I want a yes or no answer. Well, you know what it is? It boils down, and they're like, "What?"
No, he didn't even get. Biden did a better job than him. He didn't even get it to that fucking point. He went off in a fucking tangent.
He's eating barbecued brains here.
All the people you know, when I got into bodybuilding, liver tablets were popular.
Yeah,
everybody stopped taking them because they didn't do shit, right? So I don't know one person. I don't know one person out of all.
Where is he? Are those actors or are those real people? Are those real people?
If those are people in the tribe, how come they're not getting big?
He's in a park in Detroit.
Wait, but how come they're not getting big? Look, they're
homeless guys.
I think I recognize that guy from the gym in the tribal outfit.
Yeah, you know, Armin just made a great
homeless guys. He pays like $100.
You just made a great point, Armin. Why not? Why isn't everybody who's eating that shit look like him?
I don't know anybody that eats that shit. I can't find one person that takes those supplements. And I know I ask everybody, I'm like, who takes those supplements? I know bodybuilders.
I've never moms and dads.
I want to know one person who buys it there.
Listen, I can't. John Romano probably knows this because I know he's been doing this like I have since the 70s. Okay, and back in the 70s, guys like Vince Gironda and all those guys promoted eat liver, take desiccated liver,
those tablets,
lecithin, all this other shit. So I used to take that shit.
He's not making millions from that
in the Arnold days. You remember that, John?
Greg, that was before people actually knew what was going on. You know, there was no information highway like there is now, you know.
Well, that's also because, remember, Joe Weider did not want steroids out there in the mainstream media. Right. Because he wanted bodybuilding to get into the Olympics. And he knew so that's why nobody knew what steroids were. If you guys ever watch a video or pictures of Arnold when he won the Mr. Universe and all that shit, Mr. World in Europe, the guys in the background that he competed against all looked like swimmers. Some of them didn't even shave their chests. They were just
eating uncooked meat. Is that uncooked?
So that's liver and bone marrow he's eating. It's not even meat.
David Armand, let me ask you.
Is he promoting eating raw meat?
Yeah, raw liver.
If you can't eat the raw meat, buy his supplements.
Wait, listen.
I got you. You can't eat.
I got to give you guys a little something here.
So if you can't,
Greg, you can do it. But if you don't want to do it, you can take his supplements instead.
Wait, guys. Question to the audience understands. Armin and Dave, you guys have taken growth hormone. Compared to what you have ever taken in your life, how much has this motherfucker taken?
A lot.
20
Have
times.
you ever taken as much as he has?
No.
Never. Not in a week.
Listen. Can I tell you guys something?
He's got that ab look that is just lean, super lean all the time. That's from a lot of growth hormone use to just.
Dave, a quick story.
No, this guy is a very regimented individual. I'll put up his workout regimen. He works out. He eats perfectly. He's not just taking GH and looking like this. If you think you're going to take GH and look like this, you're fucking delusional. This guy works very hard.
To that point, if you think you're going to eat raw liver and just look like that, you're
a moron. Yeah,
he looks like, dude, not for nothing, but he looks like shit for a guy that takes that much steroids. But wait, let me just tell you guys let me tell you a quick story really fast. When I worked with MD, we were doing a photo, not a photo shoot, a video, a commercial for a specific supplement. I'm not going to say what and who it was, but I'll tell you guys off the air.
Super Pump Jack 3D, 18,000.
Totally freaking awesome pump.
Wait, listen. Yeah, that was us. That was me and Carlin Coker. Listen, so this guy, we were doing a video for a specific supplement, and he was taking the supplement. What?
He eats steak like you, Greg.
Yeah.
Except that's not cooked. I think it's like seared for like a.
Wait, listen. I got to finish. Let me explain to you. This is what's going on right now. He's doing the same thing this pro bodybuilder did. He's taking a supplement. Robbie Duran was videoing him and everything like that. And as soon as we got he puts the scooper shit, protein stuff in the blender. He stops the video, says, "Okay, stop." And he dumps the whole blender out, takes the whole supplement, throws it in the garbage. Swear to God, the whole tub of supplement, throws it in the garbage. I took it out because I need that shit. Anyway, so he throws it in the garbage and he puts his own shit in the blender. Then he starts the video up and he drinks it. So what I'm saying is this guy's probably eating the liver. As soon as then they stop the video. He spits that shit right in the fucking bucket. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm going to say, Greg,
I think he really eats this stuff.
He does eat it. Dave, look at his protocol. Dave, look at his protocol that he emailed.
Yeah, but you know what, John?
I'm going to pull that up in a second.
He shows
guess how many people get sick trying to do this? Get sick trying to eat like him. Think of how many people.
Well, raw food in general is not.
Well, where do you go get bull balls on all these balls and
go to any butcher shop? I'm sure they'll give it to you.
All right, wait a minute. You know what the other thing is too? We got to give him one credit though. At least he's not telling fucking 18-year-old kids to take fucking testosterone. At least he's trying to say eat good. Eat now. He's not really eating bad. My mother used to eat that shit, that organ meat, fucking kidneys, liver, fucking fry that shit up and stuff. But what I'm saying is, and look what it got her. She got fucking pancreas cancer, died young. So
don't
what
like
I'm
not
saying
brush
is,
his teeth and not shower with soap and all that shit too.
But let me tell you, man. We used to have chopped liver in my dad's deli. You know how nasty that shit was? I could never even taste it.
I love chopped liver.
Yeah, it was probably not good for you, but it was delicious.
I used to like liver worse. Now I like liver better.
It was chicken livers though. It wasn't like the liver like he's eating here.
Right.
No, but listen. At least I got to give the guy a little bit of credit. I mean, I don't think he looks jacked at all.
He deserves a lot of credit. He's a genius marketing.
But I mean, at least he's actually promoting something that's really actually good for people. It's not really bad.
Oh,
I mean,
it's not good.
You know what, Greg?
Well, eating organ meats is actually good.
You know what? If you, depending on what animal's liver you eat, could be very extremely toxic.
That's what I'm
saying. All right, Dave has it. Dave has it.
Bear liver, you would die tomorrow.
People are getting. If they're actually doing this, people are getting sick trying this.
Wake up, walk to the lake barefoot.
Wake up at 6 a.m.
Sun gaze.
Walk to the bar, sun gaze, have my morning coffee, review books for my companies. 7 a.m. workout number 1. Westside Conjugate and Customized Program. First dose of Omnitrope right before I work out. I don't know how much he's taking. It doesn't say.
What is Omnitrope?
Growth hormone.
Growth hormone. 9 a.m. protein shake with dextrose, Greek yogurt, maple syrup, farm-raised eggs, creatine, collagen, almond butter, ghee, Redmond salt, and 2 ounces of red meat. I'm assuming it's raw. 9:15, it's 1 p.m. He does his meetings. Then he does another lifting thing from 1:30. He does another workout number 2, Olympic lifting, skills and I don't know what this says. I take my second dose of Omnitrope right after the workout. 2:30 p.m. eat meal 2. So he's only had 2. This is his second meal only of the day. 45 grams of protein shake, cold mineral water, dextrose, whole Greek yogurt, maple syrup, 4 farm-raised eggs, creatine, collagen, almond butter, 20 ghee, and a partridge in a pear tree.
Who the fuck takes dextrose?
And 30 grams of raw bone marrow. Then at 3 to 4:30, does meetings. 4:30, eats meal 3. 12 ounces of full red meat, ribeye, ground wagyu or short ribs, 200 grams of sweet potatoes. 5:30, 6:30, phone call, 6:37, walking with my wife. So he only eats 3 meals the whole day.
But wait a minute, John Romano. Listen,
third dose of Omnitrope before bed.
John, this is before he was famous. Wait, hold on a second. This is before he was famous, right? This is before he had this big channel and all this shit. Yeah. John Romano, did you hear what he just said? He's eating Wagyu beef. Who the fuck could afford Wagyu beef?
No, he was rich already. He says in
So
that
he
has 500
He lives on a 500-acre ranch here, it says.
If you look him
Talk
up,
about
there's nothing
about the
that comes up
grass-fed
before
beef.
Liver King. No one knows Brian Johnson. You know, if you look, Google
Brian
him,
Johnson sings
John
for
Bravo.
AC.
Have you not done that?
I did. When I originally did a video on him almost 8-9 months ago, okay, I looked him up and I looked at what business he was running, and he had a bunch of different businesses. One of them was, I think, adult children playgrounds, the outdoor playgrounds. He had a business doing that. So the guy had
That's probably a family business, John.
Yeah, I couldn't find more information on the business itself.
I don't know anyone today. Can you imagine someone today saying, you know, we're going to open up a children's furniture business? Children's furniture is like 20 generations of like, you know, handed down from generation to generation. Right. No one starts a new kids, furniture business nowadays.
Yeah, so he obviously had money prior to all this, and then he decided, you know what, let me fucking do this bullshit and make even more. And look, like Dave said, you got to give him credit. He actually did what he said he's going to do. Dave, if you pull up that original email, he says, I have no followers right now. In a year from now, I'm going to have 1 million. And the mother-fucker has it.
He did. Yeah, he created a character, like a WWE character.
That's what you got to give him.
I'm the Liver King. But his workouts aren't that.
George is saying, how come I'm not the Liver King?
See what he's taking. Like, let's.
No, I don't want.
What he's taking.
George is the cookie king.
That's right. He should be eating fucking George's cookies. Fuck that liver shit.
He's on a high protein diet.
George's cookies.
A high protein diet, like a steak and egg diet. You know who else is on a diet? An extreme athlete, Lord Hamilton. Eats elk and all sorts of meat. He actually eats the steak.
He doesn't eat balls though, does he?
No, but he actually ate a steak before he paddled across the English Channel, stand up paddle.
1.7 million followers he's got.
Yeah, in 1 year. 1 year.
You know why?
By eating a liver raw and all that stuff and creating a character. And,
he's followed by Big Ramy. Ramy follows him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't.
He's
entertaining.
Dave,
he's very entertaining.
He takes? And then I'll tell you what I think he takes. Dave, people like to hear this kind of shit. What do you think he's on?
I think he's just on testosterone and GH, to be honest with you.
No, if you guys, Dave, if you pull up that thing, he's also taking Winstrol, which is ironic because he cares about the liver, but he's taking Winstrol, and you guys know how toxic that is.
This is why I think he's taking a gram of test. I think he's doing about 20 IUs of GH. He's doing prescription Anavar. And then he's doing some other hardener, whether it be Masteron, Winstrol.
He's probably using only pharmaceutical grade drugs because
on that email he sent, he said he was taking testosterone, Deca, a bunch of SARMs, and Winstrol. But that was prior. He wrote
that was a long time ago.
Yeah, he wrote that it was a cruise, so we don't know what he's been doing.
Is it possible?
Winstrol.
And he's small for taking all that. He's actually small for taking a
he has a look.
He eats 4 times a day, almost no carbs. So of course he's not
male
going to
stripper.
grow.
He looks like a male stripper. Chicks dig that shit, abs and pecs, all day, all night. They don't give a shit.
You ever see a guy who's got a high amount of organ fat? That's what his body looks like.
Yeah.
He's got that stomach that sticks out.
All the organ fat,
and it's his skin quality. It's got that affected look. That if you've ever seen a guy that's with a high organ fat content, his body type looks just like him.
Well, the guy is younger than me, but look at his face. You know how he has a leathery look?
How old is he?
That's from a lot of growth hormone.
That could be sun, too.
Well, also, when you're in a carnivore diet, too, they say that it really affects the skin big time.
Dude, growth hormone ages your face. Hey, John, you know what it is? You're right. John Romano's right, because us guys that have been in this business a long time, I can see a skinny guy and say, I know he's on shit, even though he's not jacked, because it's the way the skin looks. Even a little bit of the facial features thicken. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
He looks like a caveman.
Right.
He's
guys that have been around
purposely doing that. He wants to look like a caveman.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Well, I'm talking about like the growth of the brow and all that. Not as
I don't know.
Yeah, but can I tell you something? Every one of us would suck his dick to have 1.5 million followers.
I wouldn't.
No.
Greg,
I think he just likes to suck dick.
Yeah,
I'm going to ask you guys a question.
Greg just likes to suck dick.
Hold on a second. Let me ask you guys a question, because I said this in my video.
Dave wanted to have this issue monetized.
Wait, guys, listen. Let me ask you a question, all right?
John,
I said, wait, Greg, listen. I want to ask this question because I said this in my video. I said, would you take the $100 million that he made, but when you go out now in public, you're going to be looked at as a liar and a fraud, or which one would you choose? Me personally, money doesn't mean shit. I'd rather have my dignity and my reputation.
Fuck that. I take the money and stay home.
I have no dignity and I have no reputation.
You're just kidding.
I take the money, stay home, and build motorcycles.
Me too, dude.
You're doing that right now. What do you need?
Yeah, John, you could have done a lot of shit in your life. All of us could. We're not gonna compromise our integrity and our families. It's not worth it. Who cares, Greg? How much better could you be living now? You got a beautiful girl you love. You have a house you love. Your family's around. Really? So you'll be in a bigger house. Big deal.
And he gets to use enemas 5 times a day.
You got to suck more dicks to pay for it all.
If I got all that money, everybody around
if I have one more person,
family would take it all.
If I have one more person email me about Greg's enemas, I'm going to kill myself. So, all day long, people fucking send me emails about Greg's enemas and asking me questions and what's wrong with them.
Dude, they're good for you. So I don't care what anybody says.
They send me psychological, they have like all the different diagnoses. Everyone thinks they're diagnosing some psychological condition you have.
My ass is so clean you can eat off it.
Because Dave, did you see the comments? Listen, the comment section last week, Greg replied to the people talking about the enemas. He's like, John, I did it 3 times already, and he's excited about it. Of course they're going to talk shit.
Dude, I'm telling you, you can eat off my asshole. It's so clean. I swear.
What's it going to say on your grave site? Cleanest asshole.
Hey, Greg should sell them. You should make boxes. You should make boxes with make a box with your face on it. Don't be a Momo.
George, we should collaborate.
Right, and then put your face on it. And
you know what, Georgie, you just hit another $1 million idea that you're never going to do.
Cookie and clean your
Greg, you got to come out with the Valentino brand of enema. Okay, and make a little package for it and a bottle with the thing in it, pre-lube tip and all of that shit. I bet you on Instagram and on Facebook, you would sell 1 million of them.
Like a gag gift. Like, hey, baby,
yeah.
here's a little enema.
Just buy the real cheap ones.
But not a gag gift.
And then take them out of that box and put them in your box.
Or you cannot use it.
No, but according to Greg, he dumps it out. It's just water.
Yeah, it is. It's just water. I dump out
so what you do is you get the bottle, you fill it up full of water, costs you almost nothing. They'll sell that for $10-12 a pop online. So
George and
Greg's I could see it now. It's up in lights. Greg's enemas. And you can have little videos showing how you use it, and you could promote.
No one would buy it. I'm
asshole
sorry.
is so
I don't agree. It's not a brilliant idea.
Wait,
No one will
speaking
buy
of
it.
that,
Well, it's a gag. It's a gag
Sid,
gift.
hold on,
It would be
Sid,
a
put up
gag gift.
but wait,
Sid put up a poll. 130 people voted. 68% say the Liver King is not a good guy, Greg.
But he's with his kids. He's with his kids. He's not really promoting teenage boys to take testosterone. So I'm going to give him a stamp of good guy. I bet he takes an enema too. I guarantee if you ask him, because he eats all that fucking meat. And you
know what it is? People think that he's a scammer because he's deceiving people. But you know what? The way he presents what he does is in such a comical, comedic way that if you take him seriously, I think you got to be considered a moron, at this point. But I understand what people say. Some people, new people coming into the industry, they're bamboozled by that. But that's called marketing. He's marketing, So
what's he deceiving? Because I missed the first beginning of the show.
I look at ads for supplement companies,
he's
and
natty,
they promise you the world in these ads.
Oh,
yeah. If you're dumb enough to buy his supplements, that's on.
Where did that workout come from? Did he put that up there with him taking? No, the growth hormone. Is that?
No, that was something he said to someone behind, privately, supposedly that was posted on the internet.
But why would that guy?
I said I don't know why he would. I wouldn't.
The guy look. If a guy comes to you in confidence like a priest and confesses, that's what he's doing to this guy. He should went to him and said, "Listen, what you're doing is wrong." Right. And then let him decide.
You don't send the confidential stuff to a person who exposes people on the internet, which is what Derek does. And that's fine. That's his shtick. I would. You don't ask that person for advice because that person could expose you. You got to pick someone who's much more.
Dave, don't you think he set the trap for him with that?
Derek was selling progesterone, though.
No, because I think that was said like before the Liver King was very successful. So if it was recent, I would say maybe it was bullshit,
No, but that's being a rat fuck, though, to release other people's shit. I know guys that would find that fucking guy and cave his skull in. And Dave John, you guys all know guys that would fucking. I can think of a bunch of guys.
The Liver King might send someone after him. You never know. He could send some fucking bulls after him or something,
I know guys who will put the video camera on and rape his fucking ass in front of everybody. I'm telling you right now.
Hey, maybe the Liver King can hire you, Greg. You need money. How much would you charge? How much would you charge him to rape him?
For the right amount of money, I'd do anything.
Greg would do it for free. What are you talking about?
What's your number? Yeah.
Yeah, right.
What's your number to humiliate? What's your humiliation number?
Before how are you going to rape their ass? You're going to get this. If they
Dude,
didn't use an
first,
enema,
I got to give him an enema first. I got to clean it out.
Yeah, what happens if you don't?
Greg is going to give him an enema and film it. That's going to be the humiliation.
They have no choice. They have no choice. Like Mike Tyson said, "I'll fuck you till you love me." You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever seen that movie Mudge Boy?
No.
Mudge? No.
Mudge Boy, go watch it. It's a messed up movie. It's this guy puts his friend in his mother's dead wedding dress and does him from behind.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and then he carries this like chicken around his pet chicken. It's a messed up movie.
It's like that movie Centipede, right?
Wait, is that a Disney movie?
They're
Is
two
that a
different
Disney
movies.
movie?
That's what the Nazis did shit like that. They experimented on.
Greg, you ever see Centipede, Greg?
Greg, that was funny.
You ever see that movie Centipede?
Oh.
Yeah, Centipede. I saw little bits of it. I've heard of it. Yeah, where they're all one's eating the other's ass, like they're making like a fucking lion and shit.
I would always have girls come over on the first date, and I would play that. That would be to test them.
You know what's funny? I gotta ask Leslie.
Oh my God!
No, you do. The girls don't ever want to watch that movie.
Yeah.
If you mention it, if you mention that movie to some people, they get fucking pissed.
Well, the Toxic Avenger.
When I was like 10 years ago, people didn't even know what movie was, though.
Oof.
Dude,
it's like a triple X horror film.
Worse than that. I've seen it way worse than that.
Oh, no, the fucking movie Teeth. You guys ever see the movie Teeth where the girl has a pussy and has teeth?
Yeah, the guy was his finger was his wiener was flopping around.
Yeah, if she's a virgin and if you fuck her, the teeth bite your dick off.
But that wasn't even. That was just dumb. That movie.
That was sick. It was sick.
Dave, I gotta
make some of the most messed up movies called like Stories 3. I'll find.
I think we can hear Dave.
What's that?
Dave, is your audio on?
Dave.
I think we lost him.
We lost
Dave. You're muted.
I think he's got to restart the whole thing if we can't hear him.
Yeah, see?
Dave, you're muted.
So, John, you got to take over again like you did last time.
Yeah, I'm gonna send him a message and tell him he's muted.
He's muted.
No, I think he can hear us. He can hear us.
Dave, can you hear us? Wave.
Probably not.
Wave if you can hear us.
I don't think he can hear us. Oh,
I
yeah.
can.
He can hear us. We just can't hear him.
We can't hear you, Dave.
Right.
I think the Liver King put a curse on us now.
Maybe he
See
did.
that? I said you're a good guy. Get the curse off.
But
I don't see stuff about the Liver King anymore. I
Greg's
thought
point.
that whole Liver King thing was like coming. I didn't know people still talked about him.
Dude, he went on a podcast tour recently, right? On every big podcast in the country this past like couple months. He's been touring around. So it's crazy and ironic that this shit comes out now. And now
was he on Rogan? Was he on Rogan?
No.
Rogan said he would have him on, but you know,
that's
I think
You got to give the guy props for having a unique idea, putting a plan into motion. He's brilliant. I think his whole thing was brilliant if he made that kind of money off of this thing. And the people that are falling for it, you know, there's a sucker born every minute, you know, as Barnum used to say. So, you know, look, now that we have the internet and social media, there's millions of ways to make money. It's just just coming across it.
No, but also, John, there's no excuse to be a fucking moron and believe this bullshit like the mainstream people always do over and over.
People do. They're like sheep.
Yeah.
Everyone got the jab and believe that.
How long is this going to last, though, with Liver King, though? I mean, how long can his little thing last?
Well, what's going to be his response to all this? How's he going to deal with it? That's what I want to see.
You know what he should do?
Your point,
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead.
These guys that eat liver.
He should say nothing.
Kids are starting to eat that, but they're not getting jacked.
Well,
you think he's just going to avoid it, Dave?
There's no point to saying anything at this point.
Hey, why should he send into selling $100 million in product? The more he talks about it, the worse it's going to be for him.
But there's countless videos being made by the second on this asshole.
He should just.
But how do we know he's really selling that much shit, though? How do you know he's really selling that much shit? If he's got 2 million followers, that alone will give you money. I mean, Piano was making like $15,000 a week or something like that. What's his name? Jerry.
Who knows that he sells that much?
Yeah, he has a YouTube channel too. Yeah.
Oh, he does.
Yeah. Okay. You know what, Dave? That brings up a question. You know, Nick Trigilli made a video, and in his video, he said, you know, Derek, would he be responsible for the HIPAA laws because he owns a TRT clinic, right? And he leaked out that email saying, and what's his name? Liver King said it's confidential. Please don't tell anybody. I don't understand if or think that he would be responsible for Derek, but Nick is.
No, but he didn't send it to. First of all, Derek's not a doctor. Number one. Number two, he didn't send it to the clinic. He sent it to Derek's private, whatever email, and so. Derek just is an idiot for exposing that. I mean, especially if he didn't want it exposed. It would be a different story if he didn't care. So, I mean, that was like a crappy.
And also, he didn't respond to it either. Yeah, so you're right.
Yeah, but I don't know this guy Derek from a whole.
What if it was a fake? What if it was a fake account?
That's what I was thinking. But you know what, Dave? I think it's not fake because this was sent and the date stamps on it, are from prior to him even blowing up at all.
Well, it doesn't even matter, though, because Derek can't validate it because he hasn't called up Brian and said, hey, Brian, is this your email?
No, but he saw that email in his box of a date of May 21.
It doesn't matter, though. It doesn't matter.
But why would you release that email if you were asked not to?
Right.
I think he did it because Greg, he did it
for hits.
No, he did it because he wanted hits on a video that he
but
you know what? Now he's getting millions of hits, and
I can tell you why he released.
We're talking about him now.
Listen, he released that email to him personally because he wanted to validate the other one that he showed in his video. If it was just based upon the other one, he can't prove to say it was.
What was the other email? What was the other email?
He shouldn't have released any email. What was his point? The only thing he gains is to try to, get hits like. Oh shit! Like dude, I get pictures. I have people in this industry. I know have sent me pictures of them fucking their girlfriends. I'm not gonna fucking put that out there.
Listen, the reason why Derek put out the email showing the one to him is because he wanted to validate the other one that was sent to the other trainer, saying, "Hey guys, look, this shit is real. It's legit." Because this guy emailed me too prior to him being famous.
He should have done it though. He didn't have to do that. He's about
exposing people though, right?
He hasn't actually ever exposed anyone. He doesn't Natty or not.
Like
he's never exposed anyone.
Stuff in the industry. Fake stuff in the industry, right?
I mean, in general, most channels they do that kind of shit.
Okay.
No one's ever showed.
Isn't he the one that sold like millions in turkesterone?
But he did it on purpose.
Derek gets supplement. Yeah, that's why Derek doesn't like me.
John Romano, I'm surprised you're not saying exactly what I'm thinking. Who the fuck are these guys to fucking even be trainers? I mean, like, you're talking about that dude, whatever his name is, Derek. That guy don't even fucking look like they lift weights. We've been in this fucking industry. I don't do personal training. I don't.
Kids love him. Kids love him. They love him.
I know, but
look, he does some good stuff. You know why? You know why he doesn't like me? Because I said, and I didn't even know he was selling turkesterone because I don't watch his channel. I said turkesterone is bullshit. You know, and that's exactly what it is. It doesn't build any muscle. It's a bullshit supplement. I said it. He got mad. He won't talk to me. So I became his enemy because I was bad mouthing. I didn't even know the guy sold this stuff.
If he was that smart, he wouldn't be selling that because he knew it didn't work. I mean,
dude, if I got mad at everybody who talks shit about me, I wouldn't be even talking to you four guys. You know what I'm saying?
Guys, listen, Derek was the one who brought progesterone on the market, but
we've been around a long time. Listen, you know what works, guys? Steroids work. Pro hormones are steroids. That's why they work. Nothing else works, you know.
But we've been in the industry. There's nothing like
experience and say, "Well, I don't know if this works or not."
Yeah, you remember Armand? He said, "I don't know if it works or not. You could take a chance on it, but I'm gonna sell. I'm gonna give you guys access."
So why would you even sell something if you don't know if it works or not?
Because
he knew that brother's a personal trainer.
He knew it would sell like crazy.
But I will tell you this: I've known Derek from before when he had 2,000 followers. I've always spoke to him, and he's always been respectful, nice. He's one of the nicest guys in this business.
Yeah, I don't know him.
He's only nice to you, Johnny, because you don't attack him. If he likes to expose other people, but he won't. If anyone exposes him, they become public enemy number one, and he goes on this
I've never watched one of those
100,000 hours researching, how to expose them and discredit them because his ego can't handle that.
I've never watched one of
those guys after he sold millions.
Fucking guy that looks like
he knew that shit didn't work.
Dude. They're all fucking momos to me. I've never watched.
Don't even get me started. Don't get me started.
People are afraid to criticize him because he has a big following, and that's the truth. That's why no one will fight with him, except guys like Doucette who have a following that is just as big as well.
And all his followings are kids. Like someone 30 and over is not going to follow him.
They're all momos. I've never watched one of them.
No, they'll follow him anyway, Armand, because everyone's a bunch of followers. People think they got to follow whoever the most popular guy is, even if it's not good at giving good information. And you know what? Derek does have good information on certain things, but he doesn't like when people expose him. He only wants to be the guy who does the exposing. And you know what? He stepped over the bounds. He should never have released those emails. Never. Even if someone else did it, he didn't have to jump on the bandwagon and do it, and because he's got such a big following that people actually listen to him and respect what he says. So
he gives a lot of good information, right? But he's never been through this stuff. All he does is read because he's never he's not a bodybuilder. He's not worked with all these different clients before then. Maybe he does now, but he reads stuff and regurgitates it like a lot of these YouTube guys.
So he doesn't follow it himself. He doesn't apply the techniques to himself.
He doesn't apply stuff to learn. He read it and he's very good at talking.
And I don't think this Liver King is trying to say he built all. Is he really? And I could be wrong. Is he bragging on a regular basis about that he's natural, or does he just put that out there as his statement?
He does on every podcast.
No, he brags.
All right. Well, then you know what? Maybe he did deserve to be outed. I take that back.
Well, he can get sued then because if he's selling products, promoting a product that does something. If he's
constantly playing the natural card and that his organ meats are going to do what steroids do, then he does deserve to be. I take.
No, you know what though? Then that the guy that you talk about, this Derek dude, he should have just he should have said to the Liver King, "Let's get you on a podcast," and then said to him, "Okay, so listen. I have a past email by you. You want to talk about it? Let's talk about it live. Do it like that." But when you release,
he wouldn't have came on.
He would never come on. Yeah,
are you serious? You don't think?
No, he's not going to come on. He's not going to come on if he's asked real questions.
So maybe the guy Derek wanted to expose him because he wanted. Didn't want people to get harmed.
Rogan will ask him right out. I'm sure.
People to get harmed by what he's doing because by giving
expose somebody, that's fine. But like Dave, if you knew if you had a chance to sell turkesterone, of course, and if you knew it was going to make a lot of money, everybody did. You would say no because you know it's bullshit and it doesn't work. He knew it wasn't going to work, and he chose to sell it. Like I said, he's a smart guy, right? So that's defrauding people. So how is he doing anything differently than all these people he exposes that are frauds?
Right. Oh, that guy did that?
He has all these kids that have no money, that they're spending $100, their last little lunch money or mom allowance to buy turkesterone.
Here, I got the best steroid right here. Here it is, right out of my fridge. Right there.
What is
grass-fed? It's a pound of grass-fed beef.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right here. How is that a steroid?
It's actually not ground beef. It's actually ground ball. Ground cow ball.
Well, so let me elaborate, John. Food. The biggest drug is food, right?
The most powerful drug is food.
Well, that's what the Liver King would say too.
Dave, did Dave get big on steroids, or did Dave get huge on the amounts of food that he ate?
Dave got big on McDonald's.
Yeah, McDonald's. What was your favorite, Dave? The cheeseburgers.
What do you still think? What do you think about him now, McDonald's?
Dave needs an enema.
I only eat them once in a while now, just because I'm into this like longevity thing. I'm trying to live. See, we are at the age now where we've decided that living a long time is better than being, huge. So,
jacked in a coffin.
So and you know what the funny thing is? I probably can eat McDonald's every day. I'm more concerned about the preservatives in McDonald's than I am about I don't think the meat's that bad. I mean, I'll eat it any day, but I just think there's a lot of preservatives in like the fries and all this the oils and stuff like that. I'm not too happy about the
we really didn't know that back then. We really didn't know that back then, though.
No. But you know what? I can eat that all day long, and I'll just fucking blast through it. Like my metabolism will just incinerate it. I'm not. It's not an issue of me getting fat from it. It's just like I don't know if I should be eating it every day anymore. But I have no problem consuming. My kids get McDonald's all the time, and I'm not.
Let me tell you something.
Whataburger's way better anyway. Don't they got Whataburgers in Florida?
I love Whataburger. Oh my god.
So the preservatives in McDonald's French fries. Let me tell you a quick story about that.
I've heard this.
I was cleaning my truck out the other day, and I found 3 French fries underneath the seat. They had to have been there for probably 8 months. Okay, they were like 16 penny fucking framing nails. Any other food
from the
underneath
70s,
my
John.
seat would have rotted, moldy, rot.
Even the insects can't eat it, John.
Oh, they didn't rot.
Yeah. They found this house from the 70s. It had a Happy Meal that was still preserved, like perfectly.
Yeah, dude, my
scary.
daughter used to throw half-eaten hamburgers under my seats, nuggets, fries, and I found them years later, and they were.
And Greg ate them actually too after that.
Yeah,
I needed an enema after that.
People died from
your car probably has them in there now. That mess you showed.
You know,
dude, my car's growing trees in there. I have trees.
If anyone finds an old McDonald's meal from like a year ago, let's give it to the Liver King and see if he eats it. Because he'll eat anything pretty much on camera,
Oh my God! Yeah, that's true though.
Greg, Greg, if I found a McDonald's meal from a year ago, how much money would I have to pay you to eat it?
Well, I mean, it depends. I mean, not a lot. I mean, I need the money.
You just have to let him blow.
Would $500 do it?
$500, I would eat it.
Yeah. Wait, Dave. Let's buy one. Let's buy one and save it for a whole month.
Dave, Dave, you need to turn on the donation.
The Liver King use enemas. He has to.
Wait, guys, listen.
He has to use enemas, eating all that shit. Right?
Wait, guys, listen to me. Listen.
Oh God, I would imagine he doesn't need fiber. I don't see him eating it.
Yeah, I think he has. Does he have a fiber something? I don't know. He better get. I think he buys Fiberlife from me.
He needs Fiberlife with a good enema. Dave, we should team up together. An enema with Fiberlife.
That's right. You can sell them together like a pack, like for Christmas.
One of George's cookies. We could have you eat the fucking protein, then later with the Fiberlife will push it through, and the fucking enema will fucking take it out.
With every tub of Fiberlife, you get a free Valentino enema with it. Yes.
Yeah, Greg, listen to me. Greg.
I have a great idea for an Instagram. Hold on, wait. I got a great idea for an Instagram channel. Greg, this is going to be our new channel. You want to make money like the Liver King? We're going to find fucked up things that like no human being would ever eat in a million years. And we'll just pay Greg to eat them on the channel. And once a week, we'll have a video that Greg's eating fucking scorpions today.
That's the Joe Rogan old show.
Dave, that's what I was about to say the exact same thing. Wait,
would you eat all those balls?
Wait, guys, listen.
For money, I would, yeah.
How much?
Guys, listen to me a second.
I don't know. That would take a little bit of money, but I would definitely
listen to me. you can turn on the donation thing on the channel where people can donate money, and we could say, hey, Dave's going to eat this bullshit for $100. They pay the $100, and then he does it on the air.
Well,
Dude,
yeah.
For the right amount of money, Dave could eat a burger from McDonald's, and I'd eat it out of his ass for the right amount of money.
Oh, jeez.
We can't do that, Greg. Let's think about something sensible.
that was a little too.
We can have
let's order you some
Big
like
Rob
alcohol
order you
or
foods,
something.
different foods, and send them to your house to eat.
So not only are we not getting so not only did we just lose the monetization of this show.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
We also lost the practice that no one will watch us anymore.
I can't tell people to watch the show because we start talking about asses.
Oh, they love it. Are you kidding me? Guys are right now stroking it to that shit. They love it.
Oh, do you guys realize that if I tape an episode and it doesn't go right up, and it's been we hit Tuesday night, do you know how many emails I get and text messages about where After Hours is? Like they're almost like fiending, like in like withdrawal. They need the show so bad. They're like, please, when is this thing going up? I said, look, I'm working on it, because sometimes we have a little technical difficulty here and there.
It's a way for people
I go
to
in
get
the comment section and I answer these guys.
I do
fucking
They love it.
like an
They
idiot.
love it.
People complain about we talk over each other. It's like there's 6 of us. How can we not?
And most of us are from the East Coast.
We should hold up a sign like
I'm the only one
at
from the
least
South.
half of
I
us
think.
are Italian, so that's
We always talk over each other.
Hey, should I make some whipped cream while we're on here? Some protein, species whipped cream?
Yeah.
Because I got to pack for a second. I want to just talk
did
about.
you guys get your legendary food?
Yeah, so I got.
You're amazing.
I feel so bad. I wanted to make a video, but
Look at these boxes they send. You guys got the box
them all.
ready to roll, right?
Yeah.
And then you open the box here, and then inside the box
They're
is how we
great.
roll.
By the way, when you put them in the microwave, make sure
Yeah,
you take out that pack.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put one in the microwave now, right? And then I'm going to make some species whey protein whipped cream.
All right.
And put some whipped cream on it. All right.
Whatever you do, guys,
your stomach's fucked.
You've got to take them out of the wrapper because if you don't, the microwave explodes.
No, dude, I ate them cold. They were amazing.
Listen,
They're better warmed up.
You have to heat them
I'm
up.
going to do a video.
So let me get
Look, this tastes like a fucking cinnamon roll. This thing is amazing.
Those are amazing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You put it in the microwave for like 15 seconds.
Don't microwave it at all. I like it like that. I ate them like that.
They're so expensive too, though. They're very expensive.
Yeah, but
So
think
here-
about how much protein you're getting in there with no carbs,
Right. Well, here's a
Over
zero
2,
cup.
it
This
fucks
is
your
zero
stomach up, though,
cup.
'cause the ethyl. How do you say it, Dave?
No, I think they have allulose in there. That doesn't mess up my stomach.
No, it has something.
Erythritol. Yeah, but it doesn't have a lot of erythritol. It doesn't mess up my stomach. I'm pretty sensitive too.
How many?
It didn't mess up my stomach either.
I only eat one at a time. I don't eat more than one at a time, but
2 cups of heavy cream, which has no sugar. All right. So I'm gonna put 2 cups in the blender.
Okay.
1. Here's another cup.
Can you show us the blender?
Yeah, I'll show you the blender. 2.
heavy cream is pure fat.
Yes, it's no sugar.
Keto.
That's right. It's keto. And then I'm going to take a scoop of Dave's vanilla ice cream whey. 1 scoop in there.
Mr. G, I got to help you remove that popcorn ceiling. You got that popcorn ceiling over there.
I got this is Italian, baby.
I know.
And then I'm gonna put one teaspoon of vanilla extract.
Whose house are you in, George?
Mine.
Oh, that's your apartment?
Yeah. Well, it's a house.
When are you moving to Florida, Greg?
And then you're gonna put.
I can't move anywhere right now.
You have any statues he's got outside his house? He couldn't move. It'd take him 10 years.
And then I'm gonna put sucralose. I'm gonna put a tablespoon of sucralose in there.
Ah, nice.
Sweeten it up a little bit more. Or you can use the monk fruit, right?
Yep.
Put that in there. And
look at that big mixer he's got over there.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of them. Yeah, and look on the fridge. Who's on the fridge there?
Jimmy the Bull, the guy who's not here.
That's right, Jimmy.
Where is
Jimmy?
he?
Can't wait for you to come down here, buddy. There's mermaids in Delray. I told him the other day.
I need to order some stuff, bro.
All right, now you put your mixer on. I put it on full blast.
Dave's gonna tell you send him an email.
All right, we got that going.
That's right. Otherwise, I don't remember.
Send him an
Probably
email.
take about 3 minutes. You guys can't hear the mixer on the thing, can you?
No,
Not really. No. He's got to send it to Amanda.
Oh, there it is. Now we see it. You're like Julia Childs.
You can buy now for everybody out there. You can go to Walmart and buy one of these. This is one of the cheaper ones by Farberware. It's only $100.
Vince
look,
Goodrum's
Vince
here.
Goodrum.
Hey, Vince! Vince Goodrum, look at him.
Is that Vince Goodrum?
Yeah, we need to get him on the show one day.
Oh, he's trying to come on the show, believe me.
It's Sugar Tits.
He made a funny video.
Yeah, we need to get him on one day, Dave. How come we never got him on?
Well, let's mix it up. I'm going to microwave.
I'd like to grab on. I'll let Vince Goodrum on.
Chocolate fun.
Greg, is he a good guy?
Let's see this whipped cream already.
Greg,
Romano could have made a whole Thanksgiving dinner by now.
What's that?
Romano could have made a whole Thanksgiving dinner by now.
I know.
I can't hear you, Johnny. What were we saying?
Is Goodrum a good guy?
No.
Yes, I know.
Or is he a great guy?
Melvin.
Are you kidding me?
In the microwave, 15 seconds.
He's a great guy.
He's a piece of shit. What are you talking about?
I get along well with him. He's a good guy.
Why do you say that, John?
What?
Why you say he's a piece of shit?
Don't you remember what we went through with that fucking moron?
He's talking about the Derek Anthony thing, but that's all done.
Yeah, but Derek called him. You know what Derek called him?
You porch monkey.
Yeah.
I saved his fucking life. Derek was going to kill him.
Oh, yeah,
you know what? Wait, we need to get him on here to defend himself, John. We need to get him to defend himself, Dave.
All that shit's done.
That wasn't nice of Derek. As much as I love Derek, it wasn't nice of him to say that.
Yeah, that was not nice. I know. I remember.
But why would Derek say that? What was Vince doing to elicit that response?
I think he was calling him gay.
He was just being.
Vince is gay. What would he call Derek gay for?
No. Vince was calling. Was he calling Derek gay? I don't know.
I don't think so. I
think it was just harassing. It was just teasing him back and forth. Derek
he was making Derek's balls, and Derek had no sense of humor about himself.
I know. Derek, yeah.
No, he was a pain in the ass from the very beginning.
All right.
I think we should get him on, John, so we can see you guys talk about it.
Here it is right there.
Oh, we can't see it. We can't see it. Lift it up a little higher.
No, bend it. Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah.
All right, now I'm gonna get the legendary foods. New cinnamon bun out there, the chocolate flavored. Oh, I can't wait. Can you feel the excitement?
Dude, I ate those things by themselves without heating them up. I wanted to do a little video, but my girlfriend fucking thought they were something else. She ate like 3 of them later on.
That's what happened to me. I went to go eat one and they're all gone.
That's John, I swear to God, same here.
Yep.
Same here.
You cannot you can't send cookies.
All right, I'm going to take a big scoop of this out there.
My girlfriend didn't know. She didn't know they were healthy either. So
look at that.
Look
at that scoop of whipped cream right there.
That's pretty nice.
I'll put that on the. Let me see. Wait, I got to do.
How many grams of protein do you think's in that one scoop? About 8?
Not even.
Yeah. About 8. Now.
And 14 grams of fat.
That's
you guys can see the cinnamon bun. I'm going to put it on the legendary
cinnamon
foods.
bun has like 1 net carb, right, or something like that.
It has 2. It has 2 to be exact on the thing. Now we're going to do a taste test here.
LegendaryFoods.com, guys. They also have
here we go.
Amazon.
You could probably make bread pudding with this too.
Great. I got to be honest with you.
Let me see.
I wouldn't ruin it with that shit though. I like them by themselves. I eat them cold like
Look
that.
at that right
I think they're better. I don't heat any of that shit up. I like it like that.
Oh, legendary foods, man! You knocked it out of the box, baby. That is unbelievable.
Could you imagine if Georgie said, yuck, that tastes like shit?
Dude, you should make like an
my biceps are growing. Holy mackerel.
Dude, eatlegendary.com is the website. So
dude, Dave, they're the ones that made those like fucking awesome Pop-Tarts too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, you gotta remember that Ron who owns this company is the guy who started Quest. He sold Quest for like $1 billion, and then he could have just rested and retired on all that money, but he decided he wanted to start another company, and that's why he started Legendary Foods. So.
Dude, those Pop-Tarts were fucking amazing, and I don't eat
nobody ever retires. I mean, once you do, you go from one thing to the next.
To show you that he loves what he does. He doesn't. Yeah. It's not for the money. It's he just likes.
You don't
doing
need to heat that shit up though. It's better fucking like the way I love those things. I eat those Pop-Tarts like a fucking madman.
Greg, do you like those things cold?
Yes.
Yeah, I ate them. I ate the whole box. I was going to show you the whole. They gave me 2 boxes, but I ate in the middle of the night. I woke up like a bear. Yo, and
Dude, that's what happened.
I have one left. Wait,
I'm telling you, you know what, George, you missed your mark. If you would have done what the Liver King did, I think people would have bought it a lot better than the Liver King, because when you get into those voracious moods where you are starving to death, I could see you eating a whole piece of liver or like a kidney, a sheep brain or something like that, like he does. You could definitely do what he does. You're missing the mark. You should be fucking doing that with like cookies or something like that on Instagram.
Dave, what Georgie should do is he should get on his surfboard, yank a shark out of the water while he's riding the wave, rip his fucking liver out and eat it while he's on the surfboard.
Hey, Dave, how about this,
Put
Dave?
it in a headlock and shit.
I've been working on for a long time.
What's that?
This is protein bread.
Another SKU, John Romano. He's made. Another SKU.
Wait, made with fiberlize.
Oh, really?
And yes.
Now I'm interested.
And I put olive oil, but I could put macadamia oil in it too if I want. So it's unbelievable.
All right. So when do we all get a sample of this bread?
Yeah.
Probably about another week or so. I'll send you out some to try out.
Like that.
What's the website?
Yeah,
just proteinsnacks.com?
Yeah, we're not going to sell it on there. I mean, I'm waiting.
George,
where are you selling now? Where can people buy stuff?
No, that's not up there yet. Oh. We're not ready. But
one of the problems with a bread product like that it's got a shelf life of about 12 minutes.
Yeah, it gets hard.
You got to put preservatives in it in order to.
Yeah, no, I know. But John, I ship out bagels and pretzels.
Bagels are different
because they're boiled.
You can freeze the bagels, refrigerate them, whatever. Bread, you just kind of ruin it after it gets.
John, stop talking him out of it. I need the fucking bread.
No, I can. You ship the bread whole. You don't slice it.
Dude, I don't care if it's fucking moldy. I'll eat it.
No, hold on, John. It'll stay for. I've had it on my. Because everything I test out. This is my kitchen. I mean, every place from the Bisco to any place has a kitchen like this in their warehouses. People don't realize where they actually have chefs testing out new stuff. I've had this bread out for 10, 12 days and it's still good.
When I make fresh bread at home, if I leave it out, it's good for maybe 2 days.
I got news for you. You want to sell bread? Put some Trenbolone in there. You'll sell a ton of it. I guarantee you. Just if you start selling a lot of it, pull the Tren out. So if anyone tests your product, you won't be. But then Derek will expose you probably because he'll get an old.
Why do I have to put Tren?
Liver sandwiches.
If there's question, if there's oil in it, if I'm using oil, won't the oil preserve it more? If you're putting oil,
a little bit, but not much. I mean, you're really, bread.
My bread
doesn't need fat in it at all.
Yeah, but John, he's not using wheat. He's using like fiberlize and protein and all that shit.
If Georgie says it stays fresh for 12 days, I believe him.
I've been shipping bagels, and people sometimes don't get the bagels till 5 days later, and I tell them put it right.
I don't know about you guys. I like stale bread. I like to toast it. It tastes better to me. My wife will throw it in the garbage, but I like bread that's like a little stale. Is that weird? I mean, I think it tastes better.
I like that too.
You make stuffing. You can make stuff. That's how you make stuffing.
Yeah. Dave, I'll make something that's free. I don't give a shit.
My goal is to make something that's actually has the macronutrients in everything in the bread, so kids and people can actually make a sandwich and have nutritional value in it. Now, I added because psyllium husk is in your fiberlize, and you use a sweet. So you should, if you can make a non-flavored fiberlize, that you can use for baking. So you can
use raw bran.
You know what the problem is? Psyllium really absorbs a lot of fluid, so it really dry. It's very hard to make. Because I was going to make a bar with it, and it kind of sucks the moisture out of your mouth. It's such a puller of fluid. That's why it works so well.
I put it in the bread,
Dave.
I put it in the bread because it's olive oil. I put it in the bread.
Yeah, I don't even know if I would mix olive oil with psyllium. It might absorb. I don't know. It might kind of neutralize each other.
Why don't you just use bran?
Dave, when Bob Bonham was alive, we were with Kurt Angle, and he made some shit. Kurt Angle was making this like gravy and all this different like foods that he was making, and he was putting like making it with psyllium husk, almost like a what do you call it? Like broth mixed with psyllium. It would actually taste like chicken.
Yeah, the bone broth products. Yeah, he sent them to me for a while.
Yeah.
Dave, what happened to the candy bars, the cacao bars?
He was that strong and shapely doing shit.
I used to make those, but the guy who was making them for me, it was such a high end product. First of all, they were very expensive, even for me.
They melt all the time.
Yeah, they were like $10 a piece or something like that. But that wasn't the problem. The guy kept wanting me to order more and more of them. I said, I can't sell 10,000 of them at a time. I said, they're going to go. I have no place to store them. You had to put them in the fridge, and it was his minimums were ridiculous. So I just stopped doing it.
That sucks.
So that's why you got to be able to make it yourself.
Jimmy sent me a text message. He said, Dave, I love you with all my heart. I'm on the job site with the inspector who threw me off the job twice. He's right here with a 10-man crew on the community drive, right here outside my window. I'm in the trailer. My life sucks. Next week, God willing, I have 1,000 stories.
It's a guy with So it's a guy with a white. So picture a guy with a tucked-in shirt on the construction site, a white hard hat, and a clipboard, and he's like about this big, right? And he goes running over to Jimmy, because you gotta get off here.
He threw him off 2 times. This guy already, yeah,
because he's working off the Parkway, so you can't drive the trucks on the Parkway. You have to escort. They have to be escorted off by those big trucks that have the arrows
on the Parkway.
So they have to stop traffic. Right. On the Parkway for him to get off.
He has to have like a special escort to take him onto the Parkway because you're not allowed to bring trucks onto a Parkway in New York, only the expressway. So Jimmy was just driving the truck on himself without getting any escort, so he would get screamed at by the foremen because they get fined for that stuff.
Well, there's also shit wrong with the truck. That's
parts are falling out all over the place.
Fucking rocks like this big of flying out.
Hey, Dave.
People are dodging. Their cars are dodging like this.
What?
Dave, can we switch for a second and talk about my boy Eric Fleishman, who passed away?
Eric the trainer. What? Yeah, I didn't even know you knew him, Greg.
Yeah, I know him well. He's a good guy. He used to work. I mean it when I say he was a great guy. But he used to work with me and Joe at Muscle Sport Mag for way back. He was a very positive guy. I can't believe he shot himself in the head.
I don't believe he did.
What?
I don't believe it was suicide.
Why don't you believe it?
Listen, in my gym in Mexico, I had 3 trainers get shot. 2 of them died, 1 of them didn't. The reason they got shot is they end up fucking their clients. And it happens all the time. It's probably the most common thing that happens in the gym.
Oh yeah,
are you kidding me?
Girls, the women that they train, get these older women that are fucking bored with their fat rich husbands. That's what it is. They're in shape. The husband's fat, but he's got the scuttle. So at my gym, I see it all the time.
And they end up fucking a trainer. And sometimes the trainer
telling the girl
the wrong wife, the narco, a mafia guy, whatever, and they do
whoever. It could be just a regular guy. I mean,
I don't think that's what happened. What makes you think? Oh, John, what makes you think that though?
There's people when they kill themselves, you go, I was just a matter of time. I was just counting the days. There's other people who kill themselves and they go, what the fuck? Where did that come from?
Well, we don't know if the guy was depressed or not.
If you ever talk to Greg knows he's
who did he train?
Nicest, motivating. This is a guy.
Don't be the guy that the most depressed.
He was a great guy, very positive, very. He had so much, dude. He trained every celebrity in Hollywood, the biggest names.
That's why I believe it was not a suicide.
Maybe he fucked one of the girls.
Maybe John's right. John does have a point because every one of these trainers, if you're even remotely built, good looking, they get these women that will follow them to the end of the earth, and the women go crazy over them. They're fucking other women. I had 2 women in our gym got in a fight. They were best friends, and they got in a fight because they were both fucking a male trainer. My friend who owns the gym had to throw them out.
Greg, how many times in Golds back in the day did we see the trainer getting fucking the client?
All the time. All the time. John's right with this one.
You're telling the woman she looks so good, how perfect she is. She's the greatest thing. Your body looks like this. Then you're standing behind her because standing behind a woman, that's the essential spots: their shoulders, the lower part of the back. Now you look so beautiful. You're great.
Is that what you do in the fucking gym?
But wait, it's not just that. It's that these women all have money, and their husbands pay for the training.
It's a natural thing.
The husbands pay for the woman to train. They look like shit, the husbands. They own a construction company to do something else. The woman's driving like a fucking Audi there. She's built. She's got abs. She's all fucking in great shape. And these guys become babysitters to those women. Yeah. And the women love it. And they do fuck around. But Eric was a very good guy. He had his shit together. Like John said, he was a happy-go-lucky guy.
Greg, would you ever in a million years think he was suicidal?
Not him.
But John, did you really know him personally?
I do. Not to that degree.
You never really know someone unless you know.
You never really know, but you can see.
You can hang out with the guy.
Why do people kill themselves?
Now, would you have guessed that Luke Sandow would have killed himself? No,
probably not.
In a million years. No, I wouldn't have.
But I didn't know him. Okay,
the people who knew him, they understood because he was depressed all the time. But we didn't. We don't know Eric. We just know the personality.
Greg knows him.
I mean, I know Taro and I worked with him and stuff like that.
You got him on a TV show when he's up. He's all hyped up to do his thing.
You know what it could be? He could be fucking with drugs, and that's what killed Bob Bonham. Fucking around. He just started taking antidepressants.
Oh my God, that's a death drug. Death.
Once you start
the whole psychiatry, the whole thing.
But if you're depressed because somebody died in your family or because your fucking girlfriend broke up with you, you don't need antidepressants to quell an emotion that you're supposed to feel. That's what happened. My friend Bob took that shit and it created hysteria in his brain. It made him worse, not better, worse. And if you read what antidepressants do, one of the side effects of antidepressants is depression. Severe depression. And
I'm a big fan of ketamine. I don't know if y'all done it. Not a party scene. And not a party scene.
I like doing it at the Sound Factory. I don't know about any place else.
But for therapy, for depression, it works amazing for depression.
Yeah, but you know what? Everybody injects that. What you got to do is dry it out and snort it. That's the best way to take it.
Exactly.
It works. They do it IV.
It's better when you snort it.
They would take
it a little bit on the tray in a toaster oven. You stick it in there. You wait till it evaporates.
That's exactly
better for what, John?
You put it in a microwave on glass, and
you will fucking love it.
How about exercise and diet?
Yeah.
Hold on, and having a purpose.
Do that anyway.
But hold on, but having a purpose, like what they need is someone to talk to.
You're right.
Listen,
I just did it. I've been doing it my whole life, so I can say from experience.
But
my whole life, I just did it with someone from post-traumatic stress. Someone, because people contact us on this show all the time. You guys don't. I help somebody go snorting coke, drinking, and the whole mind.
That's not helping him. You're fucking him up.
No, he's helping him get off that.
Okay. I thought you said he's helping him do it.
But wait a minute, all you guys
he's off.
The two greatest sex symbols that ever lived, Elvis Presley and Marilyn Monroe. No matter how much money they had, no matter how much fame they had, everybody loved them. Everybody wanted to be with them. They both fucking drove themselves into the ground with drugs and because of depression. So money, fame, good looks, great body can't help you if your fucking cabezo is fucked up.
100%, you're right, Greg.
Marilyn Monroe and Elvis had everything to live for. Every girl wanted to fuck Elvis, and every guy wanted to be Elvis.
It didn't matter
but
in the
he
end.
hated himself, and he medicated himself, and his depression got so bad. He took a pill to get up in the morning, pill to go to bed at night, a pill to eat, a pill to be. And he wound up killing himself.
Yeah, the Colonel.
Whoa! Elvis did not kill himself.
Not purposely, but he killed himself. He had severe depression.
A big part of it though was losing his wife. His wife leaving him.
And you know what else too? Though, look at even Freddie Prinze Sr. Freddie Prinze was top dog. He shot himself in the fucking head. He was the best comedian. He had his own television show and everything. Girls loved him. Guys wanted to be like
Williams,
him.
Same thing.
Well, Robin Williams had a brain disease, though. I think it was.
But these guys not only had money, but they were sex symbols. They had everything most people would want. I mean,
they have
Marilyn
everything
Monroe,
and they get bored of
every guy
everything.
wanted her back then.
They have everything.
You know what it is? It's
like,
because the things that people,
right.
Yeah, the things that you think that are going to make you the happiest, and people perceive other people are going to be happy with those things, aren't the things that actually make them.
That's what I'm saying. When you're sick in the head, you can money, good looks, fame won't help you, won't save you. If you're sick in the head, those people.
If you're trying to make yourself happier with that money, it's just going to keep making you more miserable.
Well, you know what? The problem is the people that are very successful tend to be very different thinkers. And I think sometimes they're such extremists that they can't go any higher anymore. And then they look to something else to help them get to that next level. And what do they use? Drugs, because drugs take you to that next level.
Yeah.
The problem is you chase the high and you never find it again, you know?
Dave,
I used to do bodyguard for this doctor. He was a very, very, well-paid doctor. He was a horrible doctor. He had so much money. He would pay me to, bodyguard, go out with him at clubs, make sure he acted like idiots, make sure he didn't get beat up. Sometimes it would be me, another person. He'd go hire girls, be doing a bunch of blow with them. He'd pull out these massive, and just jamming them and put them in headlocks and going like that till they're almost blacked out and blue. I'm like, dude, you're gonna kill this girl. Like, quit. Like, he was so just gone, and nothing made him happy. He had to go do the most extreme things possible just to even get a little excitement anymore. And so,
wow.
Well,
yeah,
let me
pretty sick.
I was with Melly Mel, and we were outside the VMA Awards in 2003, and Bobby Brown pulls up, right? And him and Melly Mel are actually arguing over who's better, the Yankees or Red Sox. No joke, okay? Because Melly Mel's a huge Yankee fan, and so we were together. And let me tell you something. I had all the guys that came out of the limousine, like, had no teeth and shit. And they were like, yo, dude, I read your column. I read your column in that magazine you write for. And they were all jailhouse guys, right? And
wait, Greg, who said that they read your column?
The jailhouse guys, right?
Did they read the NML column too?
So Bobby Brown, so Bobby Brown goes to me. Wait, Melly Mel goes to me. That's why he's so fucked up, because all these guys, they're using him because he's spending money on limousines. They're all hood rats. They're coming with him. They're gangbangers and shit. But none of them really give a shit about Bobby Brown. And that's what happens when you become Marilyn Monroe, you become Elvis, or you become one of these big celebrities. You don't even know the people around you. They're not around you because, oh, I love her, she's so great. They're around you because you got fame and money, and they meet people through. Tomorrow, you lose all that money, you lose all that fame, you're alone. And that's what happens with these people.
Yeah, but Greg, you understand that a lot of these people actually don't like the fame. Not everybody likes the attention that comes from it.
I know, but you can't escape it once it happens.
But Greg, some people love the art in what they're doing, whether it's music or movies or whatever it is that got them famous, right? But they don't like the fame part. They can't deal with it. That's a big part of it.
But there's nothing you can do about it. Once you got that, people aren't going to. The problem is the people around you don't really give a shit about you. That's why you can see some of these old guys. You have to be over there with fucking young Playboy playmates at 21 years old. You think they really wanted to be an 80-year-old guy? No. It's because he's got all in power. And that's what happens. When you get fucking... it don't matter who you are, Joe Matarazzo, whatever. If you're fucking famous and you got all this money, there's going to be people leeching on you. You know what I'm saying? Like Mike Tyson had that same problem.
Yep.
Because your life is an inside job, not an outside job.
You don't know who
it's inside how you feel.
Listen, that's why Tyson's got those demons, because Customato and even Bill Caton and what's his name? Jimmy Jacobs, when he died. Those are the two guys that talked to Tyson, treated him like he was his son, and kept him calm. When they were gone, the people around him, Don King, this one, oh, we're black, we're together, we're this, we're that. All that shit was bullshit. They used him. And after a while, he didn't know, when he would want to cry, he didn't know who to call, who would really give a shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? He called one of his boys crying, and they'd say, yeah, Mike, okay, yeah, it's going to be okay. Hey, Mike, we going out tonight? Why don't you come pick me up at your limousine? So they don't give a shit about him. You understand? Yeah. They don't give a shit about these celebrities, and that's what happens with some of this shit. You know what I mean? I mean, Eric was a great guy. Getting back to Eric Fleishman, he was a great guy. It's just that maybe he was doing drugs. I don't know what he did in his private life. I didn't hang out with him or nothing, but I knew him very well because of me and Joe Pietaro. But I'm just saying, maybe he was doing drugs. Maybe
listen, relationship problems sometimes drag people down to the worst.
Right.
The worst.
But when you start fucking with drugs, it alters your brain. It alters your brain, and that's why. I don't fucking do anything. Smoke pot, none of that shit. I know some of you guys smoke pot, so simmer down, relax.
I can't sleep without that shit, man.
But the thing is, my daughter's like fucking.
As soon as you calm down, I'm gonna go smoke some.
But to me, if you feel a buzz from it, or if it takes makes you feel like this, then it's making it so that you lose control. And I like being in control, man. I don't like any of that shit.
Is that the guy?
That's my thinking.
That's Eric, the trainer. Yeah,
Eric.
That's him now.
Grand Caymans. He was just
no. That's not him now. He's dead. He just shot himself.
No, this is him.
How old is he?
Oh,
he was 37.
Oh, wow. Is that young?
Yeah.
What?
I'm sorry.
What?
I do not believe he killed himself. I just don't.
Lee Haney even commented. I see here.
I agree with John. I mean, I don't know that he didn't kill himself, but I agree with John. It's a little shocking because if you knew him, George, that would be like George killing himself. George is always talking about positivity.
Right? Exactly.
That would be like George. If you heard George Smalley offed himself, we'd be like, no. Either Bobby Smalley didn't kill him, and then he fucking no way did he commit suicide.
I'm Braveheart. I'm in this world to take it all the way to the level till God takes me up there, and that's my purpose.
That's what John Romano and I were just saying.
I know my purpose is that
that's the way Fleishman was. That's the way Eric was. He was like you. He was very positive.
Right.
Then something. I mean, then
that's
I don't know.
John's saying what he's saying.
But we know George personally. I didn't know this guy Eric, so it's hard to make that conclusion. Because we don't know what his demons were.
Right.
How he felt behind the scenes. We only know what we saw when he was out, in public.
That's true. But when a guy is known for being motivator, positive.
Yeah, but John, people you think are the most happiest people inside, they're not. That happens all the time.
It has nothing. Johnny, I don't think it has to do with his happiness. I got to do with his purpose.
It's like George. He
was helping everybody. Everybody that came into contact with him.
He helped everyone but himself, John. Maybe he couldn't help himself.
But when you help others,
I just can't see that. I just can't.
But that's what happens. People who feel helpless inside, a lot of times they'll try to help everyone else. What they really are looking for is helping themselves.
I see what John Romano's saying, though. He's right. Because if you heard George off himself, you'd be like, yeah, but George is a motivating guy. George helps everybody. If you said to George, my dog died, I'm really depressed, George would be, listen, your dog's in a better place. You can find yourself another dog.
Listen, Greg, but that's what gives George purpose in life, helping other people. That's what
John Romano's saying. He's saying that
but some people, some people help other people. Some people help other people because they feel empty inside themselves, and so there's two different reasons.
John was just saying though the same fucking thing though. He helped everybody. Like that was his thing. Gave him purpose.
But Greg, for real, listen, all of us here on this show are happy people, right? We seem like we're happy people. I'm telling you right now.
If it was a homicide, wouldn't they be having an investigation now?
A suicide is a homicide.
No, if you can tell if someone blows their brains out themselves.
No. Sorry, look it up. A suicide is a homicide.
Well, it's a homicide. You're killing yourself, but they can tell the difference between someone pulling a trigger themselves versus getting someone else.
Where's the investigation? I haven't seen anything.
I don't know if there's an investigation. I don't know.
Maybe they didn't need one, John. They saw what they needed to see to rule it.
Suicides are faked all the time. Sorry, this happens all the time.
What do you think happened to Epstein then?
He didn't kill himself.
That's what everyone says. Yeah.
Well, you know what it is?
He killed himself.
Epstein was a good guy. But listen to me. Listen, I like young girls too. But anybody, listen to me. Anybody like John, but you see what John's saying is that I understand because he obviously if you shoot yourself in the fucking head, there's no doubt about like I want to kill myself. That's a guaranteed way. Start taking pills or hang yourself or something. Sometimes you're looking for somebody to help you find you. My cousin killed himself that way. Put his mouth on a shotgun. There was nothing left of his head. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, that's a surefire way. I mean, he definitely, wanted to go out.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Shooting yourself in the head is a very dramatic way to end it. You're making a statement by doing that. Most people that just want to kill themselves. It's a quieter, cleaner, way to go.
John, you know what you got to do? John, find out who benefits from his death. That's why. Who did he have a life insurance policy? Did some chick and him hook up? Where now, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying?
He died at home. So you think his wife killed him?
I don't think he was married.
Whoever's.
John, you're
send an assassin into any place. It doesn't matter, who's home or whatever. I mean, it's just the way it works.
What do you mean it's who's home? If you're in the house with your family and you die and it's a suicide,
you know that he was a home person.
Wait a minute, you're missing what John said.
Other than himself, that's not true. That's not true at all. That's not true.
Give me your scenario. Give me your scenario.
As soon as Greg stops screaming, I'll tell you.
John said before. Go ahead, tell me what you said before.
What's your scenario?
My scenario, and this is conjecture. I can be totally off. I do not believe that a guy of that positive caliber would kill himself.
You got to have an alternative theory.
My alternative theory is, like I said before, he's a trainer. He trained a lot of celebrities, a lot of people. What?
He was
doesn't mean anything.
I know he was home. The guy came to his house and shot him
and run away.
Dave, have you ever heard of somebody breaking into somebody's house and killing the occupants?
But the wife would have reported that, don't you think?
How do you know she was home?
Because they found him. She was in the house.
They found him. She didn't watch him shoot himself.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
I'm not even arguing this one with you, John.
I'm sorry. Trainers, I have seen it so many times.
You're talking about Mexico.
I've seen it so many times.
I've seen guys
get involved with their clients. It happens.
He passed away unexpectedly at his home, John, at his home in Glendale, California.
Yeah, at his home. The guy who was to go kill him.
The only person who was there with him was his wife. So if she didn't kill him, she would have seen who did kill him.
How do you know?
How do you know her boyfriend?
How do I know?
Could have been in the basement. She could have been in a bedroom. How do you know?
Maybe it was her boyfriend that killed him. Because they get the money. Listen, I don't know that he was killed. He might have done it.
I don't know it either. All I'm saying is when you have someone who's absolutely defies logic that would shoot themselves, you automatically open the door to alternative means. Because he was a trainer, to me, in my experience, in my 50 fucking years in the gym, I have seen so many trainers get involved with their clients. The numbers are staggering. So all you got to do is get involved with the wrong client, and it happened 3 times in my gym in the span of 3 years.
I'd like to see an investigation then on this thing.
But did you ever think it also could be the wife? Maybe she's sick and tired of the bullshit. He's cheating on her. She has a boyfriend.
That's another scenario.
That's a more likely scenario than someone sneaking into his house while everyone's home and shooting him. Yeah.
How do you know everybody was home?
I'll tell you one thing, though.
It seems like it is from the article.
People want to kill themselves, right? Usually somebody else knows. I can't picture him like being normal and the wife didn't know that, like, he's been having a lot of trouble lately. His depression was really bad. Now, maybe he did. I don't know. I wasn't there. But you know what I'm saying? I do know that nobody just decides, you know what? Fuck it. Today I had a bad day. I'm going to take a gun, shoot myself. Do people know that this is coming? Like, he's been
you're muted, by the way.
A lot of the vets don't say. I mean, the vets don't. A lot of them don't say anything.
A lot of them are alone. Don't even have anybody to talk to.
Well, here's my point. So on the other side of it, if he did commit suicide, people, anybody who's watching our show who ever thinks about any of that stuff can always contact us on the show, and they should contact to talk to somebody because they need this is what they need first, some dialogue.
Can I say something? Yeah. If anybody is watching this that feels like they want to commit suicide, they see how fucked up we are, and they say, you know what? I'm not that bad. You know
That's
what?
why they want
to live. Fucking Valentino's so fucked up.
Yeah, you know what they think, Greg? They think, listen, if I had that problem with that Greg has with sticking an enema up his ass,
I got a message. We'll end the show with this. Liver King, if you're watching this, first of all, I think you're brilliant for the whole everything you've done. But if you're deceiving people, I don't like that. But if you're feeling suicidal, contact Mr. G. He's for hire. It'll only cost you $1 million for a week with him, and he'll take the money and put it to good use. He's going to start his cookie company with it. George, will you fly out to live with the Liver King for a week and keep motivated?
If he needs help, yeah.
$1 million bucks, will that cover you?
Everybody deserves a second chance.
And will you make sure to start his car every morning too, like you do?
Yeah. Will that cover you? $1 million bucks for the week? Is that enough?
You know what I am? I'm the Shabbos Goya. You know what that is?
What is that?
Tell him.
What is it?
Something to do with Saturday.
Well, no, because on the Sabbath, on Friday night and Saturday, they're not allowed to use any electricity, so they need someone to turn the lights on, turn the stove on. Wait. So,
Georgie, what about tearing the toilet paper?
Yeah. No,
the asses of all these Jewish.
So, Greg, you get paid $25 every time you turn the light on and off.
What is an enema? How much is an enema?
Wait, Dave,
50 bucks.
Dave, if you ever hear that I commit suicide, right? Dave,
how much would you charge to get some Jewish people enemas on Saturday night?
Hey, listen, if you ever hear that I commit suicide, if it's not by a toxic enema, you know that somebody else murdered me. If it's not like I took Drano and fucking did an enema with it or something like that.
You know, there's no need. Greg, if there's no needle sticking out of your arm, I'll launch an investigation. I promise you.
Greg, honestly, when you told me that bullshit, I thought you were putting like alcohol in it, because you know how some people put alcohol in their
No, you know what? Water, hot water, warm water, real warm. My doctor told me hot and high. That's what he said.
Johnny Bravo, they think you're a wax figure, that you're not real. They think you're a golem.
No, I've had that actually said to me. Women have said that to me before. It's weird.
He's got that perfect skin.
Yeah. John's Elvis reincarnated Elvis. I got reincarnated Elvis. That's what he is.
There you go. All right.
Well, he's got that card.
Johnny needs an enema. That'll make the hair stick up higher.
My disclaimer is that we know absolutely nothing here, so don't listen to anything we said and take anything we said at value, because it means nothing.
Dude, we're more fucked up than anybody could ever be.
I love you guys. Jimmy the Bull promises he'll be back next week, and Richard Rodriguez also was on a field trip, so he has to come back next week as well. He's going down to North Carolina for one of his businesses, so we'll see him back next week as well. And you know who else? Who are we getting on the show? Someone else wanted to come on the show. I can't remember who it is now.
Get the Liver King on.
Look, we have an open invitation for the Liver King.
Yeah, let him come on. I mean, and Charlie Arms. You gotta get Charlie Arms.
He's gonna be fucking hiding. I don't think he's going to show his face anywhere.
We'll take him. He can show his face here.
We would welcome him. First of all, I think what he's doing is his marketing is brilliant.
Brilliant.
The whole natural thing is it's sketchy. You know, he should have just never talked about it. That would have been a better thing to do. Rather than say he didn't use, he should have said nothing. That's the best way to be.
Yep.
Market your stuff. He's got his own shtick. Everyone loves it. He's entertaining. There was no reason to even put that out there. If someone asked him, say, you know what, I experimented years ago with it, that could have been his answer. Like Arnold said, right? I mean, that was Arnold's answer.
I like to see his workouts crazy. I like to see him combine it with crazy, like Navy SEAL type workouts, like the workouts that I do. You know, like last night,
stuff like that. You're missing the ball, George.
Last night. I was running 100 feet underwater with 25-pound plates. Huh?
What is this
of doing it?
Vince Goodman said, Romano via Farti Fatora Nunzia. What does that mean?
Vince Goodrum's a good guy. You know Vince.
Yeah. If it's coming out of Vince's mouth, it's wrong, first of all. And secondly, if it's coming out of Vince's mouth, it's totally meaningless, unimportant, and stupid.
He's after your ass now. You know that.
Vince is my boy. I still love
him. He can suck Greg's dick as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, John, who do you like better, him or Big Rob?
How much money's he got?
Wait, you got to choose one, Big Rob or Vince Goodrum?
To what? Kill?
No, to be in a room with.
Oh, to be in a room with?
What's
not their wives, because Vince doesn't have a wife, but just to be in a room with. Which one would you choose?
For how long?
A couple hours.
And do they have to walk out of that room alive?
I must be fucked up because I like both of those. I get along with everybody.
You still like fucking Big Rob?
You get along with a blade of grass.
Hold on. We're gonna go around we're gonna play fuck, marry, kill. Okay, Big Rob, Vince Goodrum, and the Liver King. Who do you fuck? Who do you marry? Who do you kill? Greg.
Oh shit.
Wait, what is my choices?
There's three people. It's fuck, marry, kill. You got to pick one. You got to do one thing to each one of them. The Liver King, Vince Goodrum, and Big Rob.
I couldn't kill any of those guys. Let me see. Who would I
you have to.
You have to fuck one too, Greg, in the ass.
Maybe we should throw a girl in there.
I would kill myself.
That's pretty hard. I can't fuck any of those guys. I mean,
John, I would too.
You know what? The Liver King has a little. The Liver King's got a small ass. So
I knew he was going to say that.
Yeah, Greg's got like a 10-year-old boy ass.
If I had to fuck one, I'd.
How do you know, Greg?
Huh?
So Greg would fuck the Liver King. Who are you gonna marry?
Who's got the most money? Can I marry the Liver King and then kill him?
Big Rob Greg has the money, not Big Rob.
How about this? I marry him, you fuck him, and then kill him.
Yeah, you better marry the Liver King because he's got all the money, Joe.
Got the money. You got to go where the money is, bro. My girlfriend would be like, you better go get it. We need the money.
Vince Goodrum would probably be the only one who would let you fuck him, so you probably got to pick Vince Goodrum for that, and you're gonna have to kill Rob. That's all right. That works out.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't say you want to fuck Goodrum because he's used to taking an ass.
Yeah, he's a good guy though. He said that if that's his thing, that's okay.
No, but that's why I'm saying he's a good guy. He's gonna enjoy it. You're doing him
because he doesn't have the money. I got to go where the money is, bro.
Greg. Yes. Why is Sugar Tits a good guy?
Who's Sugar Tits? Oh, Big.
Yeah. Why is Sugar Tits a good guy?
We talk sometimes, him and I, on Facebook and all that shit.
I had no problem with him.
Yeah, me too. No, he's a good guy to me.
He's Greg's financial advisor.
He was always a monumental asshole to me. So
I have no finances.
Oh, now he's making fun of me. He's saying I'm a mutter. What is a mutter?
Wait. I have no fucking finances for anybody to advise.
Isn't that kind of race? It's like CrossFit, only they do it in the mud.
Tough mutter.
Right. Tough mutter.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. I my jaw hurts from laughing so much. I got to wrap this up, guys. Thank you for joining us, and thanks for your strong opinions. As always, like I said, ignore everything we said, and we will be back.
Wait a minute. What about the other guys? Am I the only guy that's got to get married, get fucked, and
that's
then
right? We all killed ourselves.
We killed ourselves.
You bastard.
We'll ask Jimmy next week. All right. Love you guys. We'll see you again next week.
Have a good one.